Hey, I have to clear up the notion that student athletes go to school for free. I don't know where that came from, but let me be the one to go on ahead and clear that up. It's impossible to say someone is doing something for free when they actually have to report to work. They have a time slot that they have to report to and from. They have somebody that is holding them accountable in return for something that they're getting. Now, I don't want to be a stickler for numbers or whatnot, but let's just say, hypothetically, it costs about $20,000 to go to school for a year, right? And they say the average student athlete puts in about 45 to 60 hours, depending on if it's in season or they're training. So $20,000 a year averages about $1,600 a month, give or take. Plus they get a little stipend depending on what school they're at. You break that down even further. What are you looking at? About $7 to $10 an hour, depending on what their stipend is, give or take, right? So you're telling me that it's okay for your son to make $7 to $10 an hour in 2018 while risking their life, like that Maryland student just literally died, while they're saying, well, there's no real money to pay these students, but you have everybody else making millions of dollars. That's the problem that I have. We are accepting a sharecropping mentality. If you do your history, sharecropping is when the landowner gives the people a piece of land and says, you go till this land, you harvest it, and at the end, once we collect all the money, I'll give you a portion of it. And obviously the landowner kept the lion's share. My thing is, why are we accepting of this in 2018 when we're aware of it? It's not like they're hiding it. These numbers are in plain sight. So what are we doing in order to help our young black men receive a check? Yet we sit around and we talk about, oh, black men are the poorest, black men are the this, but then you have hundreds of thousands of athletes that are coming in and out of these colleges that actually have something to offer the college, which they are using. And we have no problem with them taking advantage of what? Our ignorance, our lack of ability to come together to say, no, we're not going to do that unless you do X, Y, Z. But the notion that kids go to college for free, that student athletes go to college for free, when there is clearly parameters around that scholarship that they got, is mind-boggling to me. How can you accept or repeat that it's free when you know how many hours they put in between film, on the field work, travel, game day, so on and so forth? They put more hours into the football and basketball program than they do into the actual academics, but they're called student athletes. Y'all ain't woke.